Hi guys, if you're doing symmetry and maths, then this is a really good art activity you can try. If not, it's also just something really fun, quick and easy that you might have a go at. So all you need is some paint. I've got really cheap poster paint and it works fine. You could have acrylic paints. The best thing you can have is a kind of thicker paint. So you need paint, water, paintbrush, and I've just got printer paper. So, got my paper landscape, I'm going to fold it in half, get the crease, then open it back up. And you have to make sure that you paint on just one side and you go right up to the line if you want it to be exactly joining on the other side. You can paint things up in the corners, but because this is symmetry, when we fold our art over, it'll come up in this corner. So you have to think whatever you do on this side is going to be reflected onto this side. So I'm just going to show you a simple thing. Valentine's Day coming up, maybe you're wanting to make a card. You can take a bit more time than me, but you don't want to take too long because if your paint dries it won't work. So don't be too precious with it. And keep the paint quite thick. You might have to go over it a few times so that you've got enough paint. It shouldn't dry out. If you've got a couple of paintbrushes, you can do it that way. And that means you can just dip straight into the pots. If you've only got one paintbrush, make sure you're cleaning your paintbrush in between using your colours. Once you finish your pattern, just check if any bits have dried out. You might want to go back over and put just a little bit more paint over it. And then once you think it's all ready, just fold your dry piece of paper over. And I'm just gonna like press down. You don't want to slide too much because it'll move the paint. So just put a bit of pressure over the image that you've done. Then open it up. And you've got a symmetrical piece of art. So it's really good because you only have to do one side and then that side gets done for you. It does come up a little bit less strong on the other side, so it's sort of like a print, but it looks really nice. If you're not happy with how it's finished, you can then just keep adding bits, so you could do more things around about the heart and fold it again. So you can fold it as many times as you like. I'm going to show you a couple more examples that I've done earlier. You can draw something in the top left corner, fold it across like before, then you're going to have, and you've got to be really thick paint for this, then you're going to have paint on the top two corners, and then you can fold your paper down the way and it will have your symmetry. So these hearts are upside down that I did because it's a mirrored image. So you can really do a really detailed top left corner, whatever you like, and then get it repeated 4 times. So that was quite fun. Here is a bear. So this is one of my first ones, and we kind of smudged it a bit too much, so make sure you're just patting down. But you do half of the face, and you get a full face. A butterfly is quite a nice one to try. I started on really thick paper, and it turned out it wasn't actually as good as your printer paper. It didn't pick up as much. If you want a really faint copy, it's quite nice, but that was just my first sort of tester. So butterflies, you can put a lot more time into it, have lots of nice repeated patterns on their wings, so you just have to do one side of the butterfly and then do your folding. So yeah, you can do anything you like really. It's just a nice way to see symmetry. So if you've been looking at shapes, you could be drawing half of a shape and folding it over and making shapes. You can do anything you like.